YouTube, my name is Darkin Blade Gaming, and he's here. He's finally in Legends of Runeterra. The namesake of my channel is in Legends of Runeterra. Aatrox is here, boys. He's finally here. In all his beautiful, beautiful glory. With a lot of related cards. Which of course I made all prismatic because I literally have a small fortune worth of it. But yes, he's finally here, and he's Darkin Tribal, which I was worried they would do him dirty, but this is good. Unfortunately, I can't show you like a beautiful loading screen with him on it, cause it's just Shurima. Shurima stole my boy Aatrox. Yes, I know he comes from there, but like, why? Why? The only thing Darkin about this is these little, I don't know what these are, like mini Tarashes. But anyway, let's get into the deck. Because the deck is everyone is here. And this is a deck where everyone is here, besides Kane and Varus. Sorry, Kane and Varus, but I can only put one champion in the deck. That's unless I want to go cultist, but that's going to be a completely separate deck. So yeah, so far we've got one of every single Darkin. This is not ideal. Do not do this. I'm doing this just so I can have one of every Darkin and have the everyone is here deck. Like for example, the Darkin Halberd is not a very good draw in this deck because you don't have very many units. You need as many units as you can get. The only way it really works is if you draw the Bloodletters and the Halberd. The Darkin Staff is also not very good because it doesn't give you any stats, so it doesn't buff Zolani. And also because you're spending mana on something that might just get removed. What else? Harpoon can just draw you Aatrox, and then you'd be like, well, I guess he's just gone, which is not a good thing. But if you really do need draw, this is okay. And yeah, other than that, they're mostly good. I think like you might want to drop like the Lodestone, but other than that, yeah. So I don't think I have to go over the Darkin. Like the ones I would probably keep are Bloodletters because it gives you more units to put equipment on, which you'll see in a second is what the deck wants. Ballista because it's cheap, and you want something as soon as possible to start getting triggers, and Aegis and Harp both give a good keyword, and Fan gives you healing. And Spear also gives you buffing your units, so even if you don't draw many other equipment, you can still be in the game. So yeah, first I'll go over Aatrox, because he's what glues his camera. He creates a big world ender that causes your Darkin equipment to assimilate their wielders. Basically, instead of paying 8 mana for Ananka, you pay 2 mana and then you cast World End and you get Ananka. Which, by the way, these keep their equipment on them when they transform this way. So, Naga will be a 7/13 instead of a 5/13. Zolani will have 1 power and create 2 Darkin Bloodletters in hands because it will still be there. But she'll also create a Thrall herself. Tarash will be 12/12. Balcooks will start with Impact 2 and will refill spell mana. And why did you name him Balcooks? You knew people were going to do with him this way. Yeah. Joral and Stiratu won't have much benefit because they'll just get a bit of stats because they already have the keyword on their thing. But and Ibaros doesn't get much either because he already can't be blocked by things that Fearsome can be blocked by. But drawing an additional card does help him. So yeah, Horazi, not Zolani, will buff her thing an additional 1/1. Pra will summon a Dragon Link, so you'll get 4 attackers instead of 3. And yeah, Ananka will be a 6/10 and buff. I think this triggers before her attack, so it'll be an additional 1/1. But yeah. Yeah, so Aatrox, and then he turns into a 10/10 with Overwhelm and Regeneration that heals you and makes all your Darkin super cheap. So even if they weren't around when you cast World Ender, you can still cast it. You can still get them on the field. Even if he dies, you'll have World Ender in hand, so you can resurrect him if you put the Darkin Blade on something. Which is also why his origin is not the Darkin Blade, it's the World Ender, because the Darkin Blade is a card. And yeah, you can draw them pretty consistently. We do have 2 cards in this deck that equip them rather than play them, which means they won't count for this, but they're still pretty good, and they work with other Arkans, so yeah. So we got 3 Steadfast Elkin, 2 Tempting Prospect. Like the Elkin, another thing is if it assimilates, it'll keep the tough because the unit itself disappears. So like there was normally a 1-mana 2/2, but because it's already granted itself tough, that text disappears, but the buff remains, and they keep buffs. So let's say something's buffed from the Darkin Lodestone, it'll keep that buff when it transforms. It just doesn't keep the text, which has also worked for Ranger Knight Resolve, which can give anything Scout. Any of your Darkin can get Scout. So yeah, Tempting Prospect. This you probably want to cut this, but this deck does need draw, and this basically gets you units, which you do definitely need units. You'll definitely have a problem where you have too many equipment, not enough units. You wanna, and let's see, Fish Fight. It's the equipment single combat. It's quite good. You probably could get off with running single combat as well, but I think with this and Concerted Strike, you have enough. Laurent Duelist, it can give your pretty much any of your units besides, like, I think we have 1 Challenger. No, I cut that. So most of your units like Challenger. Like Aatrox likes it, Garen likes it, Zalani definitely likes it because she can drag something with her massive body. Yeah, the only ones who really don't like it are like your smaller fry. Yep. So Darkin. War Chefs helps you keep your unit around longer, which is good because you want as many strikes as possible because they reduce the World Ender. And if you get this down to like 6 mana, you can. It's an absolute steal. I've never seen it go below like 5, but you don't really need it to. Zealous Ranger Knight, 3 of, because it buffs equip units, and we're all about equip units, so pretty good. Faithful Wolf Dog is... It can cost 1 mana, it can equip a Darkin instantly, it's quite good. I could have just made this a Vayne deck, I didn't want to because it's Vayne, and I hate Vayne with a passion. Not much to do with her. Well, actually, her LOR counterpart was overpowered, but I just hate her League version because she's always just saying you do not get to have fun. But yeah, you could probably put Poppy in this actually instead of Garen, but I'll get to that in a second. Ranger Knight Defector, you can give whatever you want, any units you want Scout of the Darkin, which is pretty good. Like Steratu, if you put the Darkin Harp on this and you get Steratu Scout, you basically won the game. You get 4 cards, they're all discounted. It's fantastic. Concerted Strike, it gives you more strikes and it's good removal. Garen, he also likes striking. It's mostly I put him here because he's the 2nd best equipment champion after Vayne, but I don't want to use Vayne. So yeah, Aatrox, Roric, this card is important. You definitely want this. You can pass for the first 2 turns and play Roric and be completely satisfied as long as you have equipment in hand. Because it gives you 2 units and it gets 2 equipment out of your hand. That is fantastic. It is like a better version of Assembly Line. Yeah, this summons 2 3/3s for 6. This summons 2 3/2s for 6. But it also equips 2 units. And finally, we have Zalani. You're probably never going to see her get above 10/10, so you're probably never going to see the Aspect Bane, which is her Sephiroth form. Okay, do not tell me that is not Sephiroth. Like, just the wings, the mutation, the weird jaggedness. That was probably because it was on the PS1 or PS2 or whatever. But yeah, you'll never see it get too big. But a 10/10 for overall for 7 is still pretty good, and you will be getting a lot of that because the outside of Valkux and Ananka, all of your equipment actually buff up your units. So yeah, I've been talking for way too long. Let's get into the. I got booted down to Platinum after I got to Masters, and yes, I did get to Masters. I have the icon to prove it. I played a few games with this already. I had to cut some cards because they weren't really worth it. Like, the Cook is a trap. It's too much mana, and you're not going to be able to get much use out of it. You don't want really non-Darkin equipment. And we are going against Jax. I wonder if they have an interaction. Okay, we want a 1-drop. That works too. We're not going to use the Darkin Harpoon yet. We're going to be focused on the Ballista.
Swords, Old Faithful.
I think I'll go Spear instead of Ballista.
Change up my style.
This is better because it allows me to strive longer. And it buffs my units. Yeah, this guy isn't dying anytime soon. I haven't seen nearly enough of this guy. Magical Journey. Yours buffs can't go on a... Well, he doesn't really need it to go on equipment.
Hey, Captain, how's the ship holding up?
Still full of holes after you conquered that sea monster, you dolt.
I really don't need...
Let us settle this with grace and civility.
So we know there's either an Aatrox or a Garen.
Keep it moving, team.
Had loggerheads, eh?
So we're gonna kill him.
Lights out.
This should draw us an Aatrox. Have we? Yeah, this will be our third. Or is it different? Okay, we already have an Aatrox. That's not good. Okay, it is not different. Different as in other, like non... Wait.
I know you've been stealing my plates, Captain.
Hey, they patch up the hull real good. You're slouching.
Soup's on! Your head!
Oh no, blood!
We're gonna take a hit, but Aatrox will patch us up.
Lefty Lucy.
What's ironic is Solani can be overtaken by
Today is the last day.
only -3?
No fixing that. What's this? A new flock?
Okay, I don't. Vandal City doesn't have much direct damage.
My heart and sword for Demacia.
Yeah, he'll still continue to rank this up despite being unequipped because he's a Darkin.
All must end.
This way, come along.
I'll re-equip you.
Stay resolute.
This would be hilarious. Do it. Do it. If I can get 3 strikes, this will be a snap to play. Do it. Do it. Play your Nora. Oh, oh yes. Oh yeah.
I am the Night Wind. Eat sand.
And this.
Back to the sands.
For Acathia.
I stand ready. We used weapons of war, then became them.
Wardentown.
So I'll equip. Do I want... surrendering already. I was just about to... I didn't even get to level him up.
Finally, I am freed of this madness.
Yeah. This is gonna be great. I'm already loving him. I'm not loving some of the Darkin. Like, Tarash is a bit too restrictive, needing to kill an ally. They can't really use these decks. Okay, this is Riot's deck. We have to be careful. We need to save a removal for him. Okay. Zalani's showing up a little bit too much for my liking. I don't think he'll have a good 2-drop.
Fierce and fashionable, no?
Okay, I can battle cooks here. Darkin staff. Excuse me. Hopefully that wasn't Shard of
You're
Betrayal.
slouching.
Well, no, it's already paid for itself, so. He already drew 2 of them? That'd be crazy.
It comes. Be Demacia.
Don't have. Wait, he already has another one, so. I should have equipped this, but I'd rather have an Anaka with Scout than. Is he trying to?
Can't fight on an empty stomach.
Now we draw Aatrox. He has another world rune in this.
Man will always fight and always die.
A cut above the rest.
I should have put it on him. Yeah, that was a mistake.
The oasis of the dawn flows again.
The Ascended thought they could best the void. How far they fell.
He's right here.
Not a hair out of place.
You are not welcome.
I'm
He
no
needs-
savior.
Lost away.
Arrogance plagues us. His and ours. It is time. I must fight for Runeterra.
Dear God, that level up. It's not even the animation; it's the. Oh no.
Who am I to judge a broken man with good intentions?
Okay, we gotta finish this. Okay, he won't be able to cast that final. He can't kill us this turn. Time to finish things.
I bring oblivion!
There's that level up.
Now you will understand. I will stand this madness no longer. All must end. Why won't you listen? Avenge me!
Waters. prosperity.
Old friend, let us embrace oblivion.
I am ready to watch existence die.
If Acacia is gone, perhaps their debt is paid.
What good is freedom to the dead?
Okay, I want to shield you, drag you.
To the reckoning!
He can't block them all. We didn't get very many triggers for her. We did get 3 targets.
Yes! Oblivion!
And rank up. Let's try to get back to diamond. We're currently 2 for 2. Let's go against that obnoxious Gwen Katarina deck. The only deck where she's ever been viable. Well, there was that one Yasuo deck that was viable for like 5 minutes. Yeah. Who would have thought a champion lets you rally infinitely would be toxic? I think I'll go for Harpoon. Ibarros prefers Harpoon more than he does. I just hope I don't draw Aatrox.
This mama is the beast mama. Let's cook 'em.
Don't draw Aatrox, don't draw Aatrox, don't draw. Most of our champions,
Step aside, Keith.
like most of our cards are playable. Like that's fine.
Purity, do not leave my side again.
On it and on 'em.
Blasphemer! Sinner!
Okay.
Be Demacia!
These two make a very good combination. Now he either starts feeding stuff to my grinding machine or he dies.
Hand to the face! Eat up, friend!
So yeah, I think if we draw a second, okay, it's just a turn.
Let's cook 'em.
Okay, we know he has something that's 8+ or more. What does that deck have that wants 8? That's 8+ or more.
Look.
No,
up
okay, it's
ahead.
just the
That's
line.
not ours.
All that lives, I will end.
Do I have enough mana next turn? If I attack this with this first, I can. I think you got one of those. So yeah, either he plays another one of these, or what are you playing? Well,
I bring oblivion!
I guess that's what answers that.
Winged Protector, guide my path.
Oh no! Wait, okay, he wastes it if he passes. I forgot.
Now we hunt.
This way! Go!
Follow.
Speedy Scoo!
End this.
See you never.
So buff him 2, so he should be fine.
Such power. Ibaros?
It's technically detecting the weapon. And what's with the warning shot? Huh?
Ah, shuffle buttons. By hook or by crook, I'll find you, dear cat.
And that's the good thing about Fish Fun. You can unequip.
Good-looking
You can
boy.
unequip.
Like a cat in a lap.
You can unequip this. You can unequip this and create and cast another Strut for much less mana.
Finally, I am freed of this madness.
We're just racking up the rewards. Huh? I never really played Garen Blade. I think I had one elite deck that failed because elites are actually quite bad. They're nothing but stats. So if the deck can chump block, then you're basically done. Another Aatrox deck. Let's see which one's superior. Demacia or Kayn. Okay. Ooh, it's gonna be troublesome. Let's hope one of our draws is equipment. This is going to be quite troublesome.
I seek a weapon worthy of Naga Keporos.
Luckily we have this to kill Kayn. Come on. Equipment. No.
You would be right to fear me. Spare the guiltless and punish the wicked.
Now I'm worried, because they haven't drawn a single, and of course he has. Look, just give me a weapon, okay?
Demacia has forsaken me, but my cause is virtuous.
Okay, he's got Cane in hand. Of course, he draws more weapons. Weapon? No.
My heart and sword for Demacia. The wicked must fall.
They will fear my name.
And grovel before mine. Stay resolute.
Oh, look who finally decided to show up.
I will not falter!
I'm free.
He's played 2 Darkin so far. So if he plays a third, no, he has Aatrox.
I will end.
He has Aatrox in hand. He's a 10 because of course I've only had 1.
Is the captain ready to serve his general once more?
No, he's blithing mad. Like completely and totally mad.
Today is the last day. We do what is right. Aatrox, is that you?
Not much sport.
He destroyed it.
The box bestows for a price.
I should have waited. I'm probably gonna draw a Darkin right now. He's at 8, so he can't both play.
Be Demacia!
For too long have I butchered your statues. I am doom.
Feel the sizzle! You're slouching. No one goes hungry.
Shadow.
Is no place of cowards.
Pledge to the dark within.
Okay, now we World Ender and...
Runeterra must die! I bring oblivion! Such power, Ibaros?
Yeah, he understands. He has to block this, or else he dies with his sacrifice Aatrox.
Finally, I am freed of this madness.
4/4, let's go for a perfect 5. Those will be the words that I eat, actually. So we got an instruct. Are we gonna see Kale today? I'm gonna make a Kale deck, but it's not gonna be like Kale Pantheon. It'll be Kale Viego. Okay, another Aatrox deck. This one is also Aatrox Demacia, but this one's Aatrox Vayne, also known as the Normies. Such a filthy normie. Okay, I was immature of me, but still, Vayne, really? Could you be more predictable?
Those who kill innocents are no more than
Okay, we'll wait for him to attack. There we go. So we kill this, equip. Okay, I was gonna let it die anyways. I didn't really care. Now we buff everyone.
For king and country!
Now we go in swinging. We'll get 3 procs, so that'll It'll be at least like 8, so I can play it. You have to have. What could he? Is he? He'd have to have a strike spell to kill this. Garen is actually quite good if you can get enough units.
Not much for pets, but this one is fine.
So as I expected. I can sacrifice.
All that lives, I will end. Today is the last day. May we bleed forever.
You sure about that, bub? Are you sure about that?
End this.
So I'll Roar of Acacia, then Aatrox. He doesn't have an effective one because he's just got a Zolani. Wait, I've got 10 mana, so I can do this. He is still 7 mana, so if he wants to Aatrox, he's only getting. Welcome back, Aatrox.
I'm the world ender.
Nice World Ender. I think. Oh, that's what he's doing. He wants the buff on so long.
Must die.
I'll kill off his Bane.
I will release them from their pain.
The fact that this is 10 power is really annoying. Wait, what? Oh, it's round end.
No place for cowards.
So. Neither of us is Aatrox.
Peace through servitude.
I've got a hand full of dark.
Die.
He just got 2 Zalamis.
Winged Protector, guide my path.
From life, dust.
No, 1 mana short.
We have waited so long, Zolani.
And now peace is just moments away. I am freed.
Now it's just Darkin spamming.
War is a curse I cannot permit.
I've got a 15/15. Yeah, it's just the Darkin Wars now. I mean, sure you can kill him, but
The expanse beckons. I am ascended.
you're gonna lose your stuff. You don't have infinite
You
units.
need something.
All you've got are units now. Our equipment now. You don't have any units.
Cleanse the evil.
If you run out of units, you're done. Especially if you're over relying on the bloodletters. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the return. No, not the return. The entrance of the greatest champion in Legends of Runeterra, and that is a fact. And I will fight you all on that. He is the greatest champion. He is the best, the timmiest champion ever, and I love him. And he needs to get +3/+3 buff next round so he can be completely broken. No, please don't. I don't want him to get nerfed. Yes. Until next time, my name is Darkin Blade Gaming, and Aatrox. Oh God, Aatrox. I'm not weird. I swear.